It's Lisa from Live in the Vineyard, and today we are going to attempt to try the Muscovy Duck Breast. Today I actually cooked the breast a little bit ahead of time, only because it was so fatty yesterday that it blew both of my smoke alarms. So here we go again. Today it's going to be the duck breast with caramelized kumquats, baby potatoes with a saute of mushrooms, onions, scallions, and thyme. So, let's see how this tastes. On the background, we're listening to Macy Gray. Fabulous. Ooh.
What is it?
Oh man, not again.
What are you drinking?
It's Zinfandel. Here, try it.
It's a Zin?
Yeah. Tell me what, I think it's... I feel
What's
like
the winery?
Chocolate. Regusci. It's from the Stag's Leap region.
Oh.
I'm feeling like it's, well anyway.
Oh boy, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Again, I'm getting the cherries and a little bit of pepper.
Yeah, the pepper. Good call.
You're welcome.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay. So now what we're going to do is heat up the pans. I'm going to julienne my red onion and set that aside with mushrooms. And I think since we're going for the French quality of the dish, because Muscovy Duck Breast really is a French thing, but it can be used in Asian cooking too. But we are going to add a little bit of an Asian flair to the reduction. So hopefully the smoke alarm won't go off this time. Man, that was a bummer. And also we were like worried about a recurring experience. We had a bat fly into our living room, and I was making a Chinese air-dried duck. For some reason the smell of duck fat completely blows their mind.
It even drives the bats crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
true.
so now I'm going to put that in there. This time the smoke alarm won't go off.
Oh no.
And we're going to add a little white truffle oil in here for both pans. And while that duck breast is heating up, I'm going to put some new potatoes in here. And I've also made some more of that fabulous white truffle salt that you're never going to learn how to make. You're going to have to buy it. So, everybody asked me what it was like to see Macy Gray. I pictured Macy Gray short for some reason. But she's
Really?
not. Yeah, she's not short. She's a tall, very elegant woman. I was very impressed.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, her music is amazing. Live in the Vineyard is amazing. Okay, they're also doing a live in the ballpark in September, and go to liveinthevineyard.com for details, because that's going to be a whole other event. Completely different event. But it's still going to be great. Anyway, kumquats. I don't know if you ever use kumquats, but for me, they are, the outer skin is sweet, the inner part of it's super sour, so we're going to caramelize it with a little bit of fig balsamic and red wine. In fact, you know what? We're going to make the sauce all in one pan with this time. After I get the duck and the potatoes warmed up. Yeah, by the way, score the breast. I'm going to show you. I scored it prior to release the fat and to twist up the skin and have the breast cook a lot quicker. Otherwise, the meat will actually take a longer time. Okay, so now we have that done. And we have our saute of mushrooms, and onions, and thyme, and scallions, and a little truffle salt, a little black pepper. Oh my God, it's going to be so good.
You like that truffle salt, don't you?
I do. I love truffles. I mean, I'm jealous of the pigs that actually sniff them out. Wow, that's really good, man. Really good. And in November,
So how do you get this Regusci wine?
how did I get it? Oh,
No, how do you buy it? I've never seen it.
Oh, you
And
get a hold of the winery
store.
in Napa Valley, and you can order cases of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty affordable. It's not,
You just call the winery?
huh?
You call the winery?
Yeah. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, they sent us the wine. I'm going to put these on the side. For the, and also, you know, here I go again with that cast iron skillet. Honestly, it just, you know, cooks everything beautifully. Okay, now I'm going to take that duck fat with a little bit of the white truffle oil and just add the kumquats to this. And we're going to add maybe a little bit of mirin to the mushroom mix.
Looks more like more than a maybe.
I know. It's true, right? Duck was one of the first things I learned how to cook when I was learning how to cook. And I thought it was the most amazing.
And why is that? Why was it duck?
It was its ma maison.
Ma maison.
Very, yeah. He was very French,
Okay.
oriented, but he was actually introducing a little bit of California cuisine. Okay, this is a puree of green peppercorns and yuzu, which is a Japanese version of a lemon. It is the bomb. I mean, I've never tasted anything like it in my life. No. And of course, we're going to take some of the Regusci. I know it's painful.
Wait a minute.
This is called deglazing. Oh, look at that. It's almost gone.
Don't you deglaze with brandy or something?
Yeah, with anything.
Really?
A little with vodka. Oh, maybe I put a little vodka in there. Why not?
So you would waste really, really good wine like that for deglazing?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have a little balsamic vinegar. You know, the thing about cooking is that, you know, maybe you have this general little thing in your head and how you're going to do stuff, but the bottom line is that when you're really cooking well, I'm adding sugar now, you'll be able to find these recipes on the website, by the way. And don't use a recipe. Definitely don't use a recipe. Always, always think outside the box. It's like with anything creative. Okay, these are almost done. Okay, now I'm going to stir this. See what's happening? See how it's starting to get a little caramelized there? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to add, I know, butter.
Oh, I knew there had to be a catch.
This is how you make a sauce. If you're insecure about the process of this, you don't want it to break. So if it gets too hot, it'll break. If it gets too cold. So I recommend putting in room temperature butter and then whisking it to off the flame. Oh my God. Okay. Now we're going to put a little bit of the mushrooms down here. This presentation. And this duck breast is big enough for 2 people. I mean, it's a honking size, you know? Big time. And you always cut a beautiful piece of meat on the diagonal. And this is, you know, overcooked for my taste. I prefer my beef really, really rare. I mean, even foul, except for chicken. Oh my God, that reminds me of a story. My old boss at Passages, he actually ate raw chicken.
Let's not talk about that, loser.
Sorry. But I still have haunting memories. Okay, then you just spoon a little bit of the sauce on here. So if you think about it, you're really only having a half a teaspoon of butter on this dish. Okay, and there it is. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Okay, now I'm going to taste. Because I'm starving right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a bite of duck. Kumquat. Oh yeah, Daddy.